question, Maciej.
Yes.
Since we got a comment, how much do you think they're spending per day?
Nice. Very good. I think if there is a growth in its first month, and we were discussing 120K, let's say.
Let's say 120K just for argument's sake. Yeah.
For argument's sake, 120K. And I think this is what, like 3 months payback? I think. So this could be.
It's 4 a.m. and we're rolling the dice. Matei drops knowledge made of golden eyes. Felix with ads making those coins rise. Jack up designs, worlds chasing the sky. We're the 2.5 gamers, the midnight crew. Talking UA adverts and game design too. Matei, Felix, Shaka bringing the insight. We're rocking those vibes till the early daylight. Matei, UA, master eyes on the prize. Tracking data through the cyberspace skies. Felix stacks dollars like a wizard in disguise. Jacob's crafter realms lift us to the highs. 2.5 gamers talking smack. Slow hockey stick, got your back. Ads are beautiful, they light the way. Click it fast, don't delay.
Which we will never finish until that, but it's okay.
Puzzle Mania, right?
Hello, what's Puzzle Mania? You mean Sandloop?
No. Yeah.
That's Puzzle
Sword
Mania. Sword Mania.
Yeah, Sword Mania.
Sword Mania. It's Puzzle Mania, can be. Yeah, that's fine because there's lots of stuff happening around us. And as we kind of mentioned, we think Voodoo didn't really do their homework until we found this game. So I guess, it's like... I think we don't always have the context, and they're like, oh, wait a second, let's do a little bit of digging as, oh, wait a second, this is actually an iteration on the game before. So they abandoned that game and started working on this one. That's my assumption.
Yeah, of course. It needs to be this. Like, I guess not abandoned because that game is still going up. I guess they left the team or maybe set a different team on this same problem. I guess so.
Might be. So again, welcome everybody. We're going to talk about Sandloop by Voodoo. And my name is Maciej Lančarič.
I'm Felix Broberg.
And I'm Jakub Remia.
And we are your hosts. Sandloop making...
Sandloop.
Sand. I will call it sand. Sandloop. You, Mr. Wakel, you have no authority here. Zero.
No power here.
No power here. Zero. This is sand. Okay, let's see. Oh, hello, Mr. Crab.
You have a menu?
Yeah, that's my question. Where did you end up? I'm level 23.
We don't have a menu. There's no menu.
Because you didn't went over level 20, if I understand.
Oh no, I'm on level 18.
It starts at level 20.
That's what I said.
Okay.
Yeah, starts at level 20.
It's the new thing in puzzle games, basically, and especially in these non-conventional ones where you just abandon the menu in the early funnel to kind of streamline it and then only go after it like 20
You know what
plus.
I forgot to mention in our Pixel Flow episode? Or maybe I did, I don't know. I was playing Pixel Flow and I was like, oh, wait a second, great. No Wi-Fi, nothing. And then level 20, hello, you need a connection. What?
Yeah.
And then like all the ads started to be a little bit more aggressive than before.
Because if they have ad segmentation, why do they need they let you cheat with it? Like why should they care if it's level 7 or 6, which is basically 5th minute or 7th minute of the game? It's just one of those optimization tricks to kind of go forward.
It's just onboarding, right? Because you don't want to leave the actual game.
Yeah, and you don't want to be hindered. I mean, like lowering the churn funnel of early users through Wi-Fi requirements and bad Wi-Fi. Yeah. Anyway, so we're talking about Sandloop, and Sandloop is currently actually the second biggest Voodoo game by IP revenue after Mob Control. And it's over This Is Blast, which is the third one, which we talk a lot on our Pixel Flow episode. Then there's the usual entrants that we cover: Scab Heroes, Epic Plane Evolution, Collect Them All, Block Jam, and so on and so forth.
I mean, we basically talked about like all of the top games in there.
But I think like still Paper IO2 is doing a lot of revenue, and whole IO in its new form is doing a lot of revenue, just add revenue, so we don't see it here. But again, those are quite big, just to prevent some misunderstandings.
Did anyone say web revenue? Oh yeah. This episode is brought to you by FastSpring, the no-drama D2C partner that's been scaling with mobile publishers for over 20 years. They're fast-growing, profitable, and seriously reliable, which is more than you can say about most vendors in this space. Anyway, whether you are launching a new web store, replacing your current D2C step, or adding a backup plan FastSpring is here for you. Visit fastspring.gg to set up your web store today. Fastspring.gg. Hello, FastSpring. Thank you very much, guys, for sponsoring this episode.
Here. Anyway, let's get to the game. So this is again a sorting game. This category is completely on fire these days. As you see the Pixel Flow episode.
Yes. So here, sort your shit out.
Yeah, we had to sort shit out. So what's happening here? It's very nice concept, and I'm guessing that it's probably not coming from Pixel Flow. It's coming from This Is Blast.
Yes.
Maybe it was like before, after, whatever. In between, I don't think so.
Right?
It's a connection. It's using physics. And physics is very good, and physics is not really that much used in these games. And in this scenario, it literally creates the gameplay. So that's really good. So what we have here, we have one of those kind of sand pictures that you maybe saw somewhere on the internet. And we are pretty much putting the buckets under it, so they suck out the sand out of the lower kind of a layer of the picture. And what I mean lower, it's only lower. Like there's this hidden kind of area here that's only pretty much covers by the bucket, because if it's over it, the bucket just passes around it and doesn't take out anything.
So tiny pixel.
So let's put in orange, and you see it like took this thing, which is it's kind of a suck out area. Maybe
and that's it. And that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
You need to put the white there so it actually continues to.
Yeah. So this is like there are actually physics-based principles to this. These are, especially in the end game or like when harder levels come in, quite important. The biggest sin that you can do, which actually kills you, like goes into fail state, is that when you take in multiple buckets of the same color on the tray, which then never finishes, and then you just like
you're just dead. Yeah,
you're just dead. They adding literally...
It's using the percentages of from like what was it, knit out or something, which is the same thing. Yeah.
Something like that. By the way, these percentages again, I think like they're very flexible based on the level design. Like some levels they just take more sand, takes less percentage.
It's just their number. I don't think that there's any meaning on this. Just...
I mean, like it's not consistent with how much like area it actually takes out. But, level-based mechanics, we have again very, very similar setup as in This Is Blast or Pixel Flow. So there's still usual like color. Let me get the name good fun because I always don't do it right. Blockjam
3D.
Yeah, that's the one that they started using those a long time ago, and these are just iterating because again we have a bench. This time is a moving bench instead. And again, what we do is pretty much we put these buckets on, and then these buckets will pretty much do the work for us. And from that point on, it's fully automated.
Like a one direction way of Pixel Flow.
Yeah,
exactly. I wouldn't be surprised if Pixel Flow would be using these types of creatives. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
For sure. The interesting part is that once you put in 5 buckets, there's pretty much this kind of game check that checks like if they're still fulfilling or if they all passes around and they don't take anything, then they goes into fail state. So it's a little bit unintuitive because you can still have 5 buckets and they're like tiny thing filling. You need to be filling up, not moving. Moving doesn't matter. Filling up matters. But if they're not filling up and game detects that, basically if there's something in the lower layer that these can take on, only then they will kind of, see this like red flashing thing, which is like, it's filling up, And then we have also this very nice mechanic which saves a lot of time, which is if you have all of those from the bottom, it just speeds up and like
it's like
not enough.
Yeah,
should speed up a little bit more. Definitely, I agree that it's just like takes so much time to just watch it, and it would be really nice if it would go like solitaire where it just like bam and like blast away.
Pixel Flow does this well. I think it was just really speeding up the whole...
I think that's like a little bit more speed. Then we have ad breaks.
Take a break. It's interesting that they have the ad breaks before interstitials always with this little icon with this little thing sitting in a sun chair being take a break.
They actually have it as an upsell once the segmentation ends. I don't know if you remember it. When the first interstitial goes in, before it, there's this kind of, bucket guy from the beach, and it tells you, do you want to play with ads? And then you can either select the offer right there or click play with ads, and then it goes into interstitial. So you can literally see the end of their segmentation right there. This is quite interesting. So it goes into these things. As I said, There's no streak, so no worries here.
No problem.
Not no streak yet.
Yeah.
There should be, I think, saga here of like the usual kind of hard level, super hard level or something. I definitely was in super hard level today. Takes a lot of time because, again, sometimes you just don't know with stuff like hidden mechanics. Of like, do I go here or there? And it will literally mean that you either fail the level or just win the level.
It means you actually have to play the game.
You need to think because
exactly.
The most
even with the physics.
Thing. The most kind of a strategy requiring part of this game is this kind of bottom board where how much colors do I have at my disposal to clean these things, and like in how many kind of moves like this color comes in, and then I need it, otherwise it blocks me. Exactly. So for instance, if I didn't have any of these like very teal ones, like
let's
for instance,
call it
I don't
blue,
have...
man. Like, we are simple men. Let's call it blue. Let's call it...
So if I now didn't have one, like in this situation, for instance, like it would be quite problematic. And then they have these like very specific scenarios where you literally need to like fill up the bench with stuff that you don't need currently in order to get here.
To unlock
the stuff, which is the hard part. And then also at some point, I think even though like you see what happened here?
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah. No.
Notice like push the bucket forward.
When it's put, because you can change the order where the bucket goes. Like if I want to have it here and it takes stuff from here, or now it would go here and take stuff from here. Because that way it's a different feeling order, which could mean also that you either win or lose.
Yes, true.
So that's there. You can't really sling it like you can do on Pixel Flow because they are not going around the second pretty much tray. This is your bench and that's it. So there's nothing like that kind of, let's say, unintuitive thing.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, again, this one, hopefully this one fills up or it doesn't fill up, doesn't matter. But now I want to have this one.
Ooh. Yeah, I like the games where you actually need to think and it's not like super easy from the start, and that's for me is a game.
First block is something like level 22, 23, I think. So that's like within the usual kind of means and rules. So I don't see a problem there. But we see it more and more with these games that like difficulty is kind of pushed quite easy. Like quite early. Compared to something like... and now
you're dead,
because the whole lower layer was basically blue and I didn't have a blue bucket. And then we have the usual kind of a keep playing thing, fail offer state, which are, by the way, these are very, very good as for their performance. And no ads.
No rewarded ads.
Yeah, no rewarded ads. No rewarded ads. Yeah, you're right.
Reminds me car match.
Yep. Regarding the actual setup, even the, let's call it live ops of these games, it gets pushed so far away. So something I would expect that like these things will maybe show up on like level 50. Or maybe I can check in the meantime on YouTube or something.
You can definitely check.
The most important things with these games is the level saga anyway. As for like if it doesn't work with it, you can slap as much live ops on it as you can. It doesn't make sense. So it just kind of speeds it up. The feature set of the game is extremely lean and there's
it's lightweight. It's really lightweight. I was just thinking like, why do people even pay?
Because of the difficulty. They'll get to the difficulty.
Because seriously, I mean, it's a nice looking game, but if I compare
it's a nice concept, but it's not. Yeah,
it's not there, right? Like, we had this discussion with Pixel Flow, and honestly, like if I compare this to Pixel Flow, this is 1, Pixel Flow is 100.
Yeah,
it's like such a big difference.
I know. Let me check if I'm able to find it, but I would say people will definitely pay, but don't know if I can find like the main menu or something like this. But the problem is still that, as I said, events and all these other live ops systems, they're just increasing the RPU baseline. If the baseline is bad to begin with, meaning you don't have, good difficulty curve, you don't have, proper economy scaling, meaning that there's, for instance, inflation and accumulating on player inventories, then won't make money, of course, and people will also leave because they're not being challenged. This also will happen. If you don't find the right difficulty balancing, these games just don't work. Okay, numbers. So
not bad for the game.
1 month.
State.
Yeah, for 1 month, 50K already a day IP wise, and then something like 50K downloads, which is really good, honestly, for this kind of a game. Let me. Yeah.
You're compared to Pixel Flow, right? So you
everything's kind of compared to Pixel Flow. So this is mainly US revenue as kind of a usual, and if I understand, also mainly US traffic and quite tier 1 traffic, I would say.
Yeah, no, the traffic is good.
And active users are currently sitting at what? 8K, 9K?
I wasn't able to get active users in my sensor tower.
That's I guess really it's too soon because I don't believe this number is so low.
Yeah. Oh, the numbers were not good enough. Yeah, that's why I didn't use them. I use the downloads, which is not the best indicator.
But you estimated from there, yeah?
Yeah, I estimated, but it's really hard from the downloads. So
it's just too soon.
Yeah, it's a bit too soon. I did a rough estimate, but take this plus minus 50% maybe. 70% ad revenue based with a 80 to 90K a day ad revenue. Since it's downloads, this can swing wildly. It could be 60, it could be 120. I have no clue. Downloads is really hard to estimate from.
120 what?
Basically 90K a day in ad revenue is what I got from looking at downloads. But it could be like from anywhere from 60 to 120, right? I have no clue.
Okay, but so at least 50% more on ad revenue.
50 to 75% ad revenue, I think, because there's a lot of interstitials. Yeah.
Okay, 100K a day in the month is great, honestly.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Going to the category, just want to do a refresh here because, again, as I said, sort is the way to go these days.
Zoom in a little bit there. I'm getting old.
Zoom in.
Yeah, exactly.
So
there we go.
Arrows have a new icon. Original move on top instead of the bottom. You can watch the episode on the channel. Then we have, then we need to actually scroll. Pixel Flow, as said. Water Match by Beijing Yu Tang Technology.
Oh, hello. Hello there. I didn't see you. Thank you very much for coming to this episode. It's brought to you by our sponsors, PVX Partners, the simplest and most effective credit line for marketing. If you're scaling your business and need funding, here's the deal. With PVX Partners, you can grow your game easily in your business. There's no equity dilution. You can repay as you get paid, and it's flexible, fast, and fully tailored to your growth. So you can secure funding in 30 days and get a term sheet in just 24 hours. Don't you wait. Take control of your UA budget without giving away a piece of your company. Visit pvxpartners.com and see how they can help you grow your game faster and stronger. Don't wait. Go to pvxpartners.com.
Okay, so looking at the chart here on the sort category, one of our favorite ones, as I said.
It's your favorite ones. One of your favorite
I kind of
ones.
like it. I like it.
Man.
I mean, okay. This is a sort that I like. I didn't like the good sort. Magic sort is like, but this is okay. This is good. This is really.
Let's call
really
it
something else.
Non-conventional puzzlers. Non-conventional puzzlers. Conventional puzzlers, I put in merge and match 3 and click to match.
Yes. Okay.
All 3. These are all non-conventional.
We should review the match 3 episode again, or the puzzle. Puzzle. Okay. Yeah. We should do that.
I think the cards have shifted a lot towards like these other rising genres.
Yes.
Anyway, so looking at let's finish the download files first. So arrows, as I said, we had an episode on that. Then we have Pixel Flow and the Water Match.
Wait. Look at the left column is like the downloads, and then the revenue on the right side. Okay, 13 million.
Yeah, I know.
Which is way more, by the way. Okay.
Yeah. Magic Sword, some like other stuff. There's also Color Pixel Shooter here, which is the follow-up of Pixel Flow. Already top 8 in downloads.
Of course.
Just saying. And then, I don't know where would we find.
What are you trying to find?
The Sandloop, but I don't think so.
No, it's not there yet.
Not in first 20. Anyway, but moving to the revenue, which is the more important column here. So as before, like, again, this is happening as it happened to, I think, like the solitaire category, and it happened to domino category and all these other like high organic categories that were running mainly ad revenue a few years ago, and now this shifting into ad revenue, IP revenue heavy games. Yeah. So Pixelflow being the one that's actually doing it on very, very big scale. Already more than double the size of Magic Sword. We have the Color Pixel Shooter, which is, as I said, the follow-up is already in third spot. And then we have a lot of Rolik, like literally 1, 2, 3, 4 games in top 10 from Rolik.
It's like a mini clip.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's there. And you mean Microfun?
Miniclip does the same thing in solitaire category. Like, it can be Microfun.
Okay.
Microfun and Miniclip is the same for different genres that they have gone.
Yeah, and then we have Sandloop already on spot 13, which is outstanding in my opinion.
Yeah, it's after 1 month. Come on.
Yeah, after 1 month, because we have stuff like Hexa Away and then Hexa Sword, which is the copy of Hexa Sword. Lots of these games, as I said, let's say easier to hop on, but you need to be the first to hop on. I mean, I'm like, I guess the second one or whatever, but then
the first mover advantage and the second mover advantage is like,
the biggest one. And then it kind of goes away, I guess. But
I still think you need to have the experience.
Oh, of course you need to have the experience, but
you can't just copy whatever.
No, don't get me wrong. That's not, but all these teams have the experience, honestly. Like, for instance, we have number 7 whole people.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
It's quite easy. So Rolik sees something trending there. Team, do it.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah. Sure.
Same thing with the drop the cat.
Yeah. That's true. Okay. Fair.
So it's still kind of I would say there's space for growth here regarding IP revenue. It's still not that consolidated as something like Merge or Match 3, which are like completely entrenched by the big guys, and like no new guy is kind of coming in either if you're not big enough to kind of even enter like
I have a question
with Tasty Travels. Yeah.
Do you think if the Royal Match team or Gardenscapes team or any of these like big match 3 games teams would go into this category, would you think like they would be better or worse than these guys?
That is a great question, Masi.
Right?
Which we won't know the answer.
Great. Yeah. We'll never know the answer.
I think...
they're too busy earning money.
No,
like too busy. It's still better for them and more production efficient to just go into same core, because they have all the learnings about that core, and switching completely to new core would put them at the same kind of starting point as these guys, which they would lose their advantage.
But they have way more experience running big games,
and they have way more money on UA.
Exactly. So, of course, like in terms of the game design and the expertise would be different, but then like the other part of the equation is kind of in their favor.
Yeah.
And they would, in my opinion, they could potentially just kill the whole category by just entering the market.
To kill the whole category, you need like 1 or 2 games that are killing the share, which is like Gossip Harbor, basically.
One is there. One is already there. And they only 90 days. Only 90 days, then there you go. So just think about it.
But again, back to Sandloop. We'll see what happens with Voodoo. Just as I said, the portfolio looks quite interesting now. I think they're nicely diversifying with these kind of small hits there. Like finally, they have, I think, like pretty
Wouldn't
strong.
You expect more? Wouldn't you expect more from them?
Of course, I expect more from like heavy IP games, because like 2 million a month isn't bad. Like again,
it makes more.
I think, without saying too much, there will be some announcements from Voodoo very soon that I've heard. But I can't say what it is.
Social network.
But they're gonna have some big announcements, I think.
Like I said, like this is very consistent revenue, consistent team. I said like ton of ad revenue on this that we don't see.
Yeah. I think we talked
printing money.
Last time we talked with the guys, they were like making 5 mil a year, not a year, 5 mil a month. No,
I don't know. I don't
think
remember.
It was a bit bigger than what I remember.
It was quite more than 2 million.
I don't know.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
It's being built up. I think let's do one last chart here to kind of see what's the trend line. But if I would kind of compare this to something like Rolik is just much more, let's say, efficient or faster than this, definitely. Where is it?
I don't know how much time Rolik spends optimizing the games once they're hits, because I think like they can just build another hit quite quickly, right?
Yeah. So it's growing pretty well. We'll see. Like it's growing not that fast, but it's still growing pretty well. Something like 9 million a month in IP revenue, which is great. And downloads, if I understand, are going quite steady. So that's nice. That's even better. Yeah. This is mainly driven, I guess, by the paper IO and whole IO not remodeling, pretty much. Like those games now look completely different as they were launched. So that's there. But yeah, let's see. Like, really, fingers crossed if they can kind of hop into the same treadmill this Rolik is doing. But guys, still missing like mid-core stuff. I'd be really glad if we can have more mid-core stuff from these guys, because if everybody will just do puzzle, like they'll hit this kind of a,
get to the 4x place, right? Where it's just dominated by like eventually.
Because for instance, to compare all these kind of companies, you have like Royal Match, like Dream, King, and PlayerX. You know what PlayerX have that all these other two people don't have? Township.
Yeah, fair.
Township is constantly growing.
Yeah.
And it's its own category.
Yeah.
They don't care.
It's like, the Township growth in the last couple of years, it's outstanding.
So diversify, guys. Like, that's my recommendation here. Don't just do puzzles forever.
It's easier said than done, my friend.
I know.
Come on.
If you're one of the world leaders on making puzzlers, like...
Yeah.
Voodoo is not
I
the world
wouldn't want
leader
to be the person standing up saying, let's do mid-core.
Voodoo is not the world leader in making puzzlers.
No, but you're talking about Dream. I thought that was a reference to Dream and...
Oh.
No, I'm talking about Voodoo in context of these other guys.
Okay, fair. Okay, because I was like, oh, wait a second. Why would Dream Games like make like a different
Dream
game?
Don't never do this thing. Like, that's not in the DNA.
Yeah, okay. So,
but Voodoo can, because Voodoo had mid-core stuff. Voodoo have simulations, different genres, and all these other things. They have
a shit ton of stuff.
Yeah, of course. So that's there.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So how many creatives do they have in the last 30 days, my friends? That's the question.
5,867.
500.
Nice guesses. No.
High or low? No.
100?
Yes.
That's not right.
Somebody didn't eat their breakfast.
Whatever. I mean, it can be right. It's not that many things. But at least you see the different images, right? Yeah. So at least they are kind of borrowing stuff from the older brother. Yeah. No, from the older brother.
Oh, this is Blast?
Yes. Because their creatives are pretty good, right? The Homer Simpson and all the fun stuff.
They have Homer Simpson?
Not these guys, like this is Blast.
This is Blast.
And see, this is faster than the real game.
Yeah.
See? Way faster. Which, guys, I'm always saying to my team of motion designers, guys, you need to 2x the speed because it's super slow. In here,
you lose people's attention.
No, but in here, it doesn't really work because this is a different type of audience. You do this like fast-paced creatives for male audience. You do slow, relaxing for female audience. If it's too quick, it's not gonna work. So I think like the pace of the original game is better because this is just like, okay, let's see. But at least you see all these like kind of hyper casual. I would say hyper casual. Yeah, exactly. The tricks, like the USA flag is basically in all the games from the hyper casual type. I think we talked about this previously I think it was in Block Jam 3D, it was in Park Jam, it was also in the Fight for America, obviously. I mean, I guess works, right? So why wouldn't you do it? This is something that kind of, see, again, image that everybody knows. I mean, kind of controller, but still, again, I think this is kind of targeted for like a male audience. If you ask like a lot of female players, like, do you know what like this controller is? No, I don't think so. But anyway, there's like a lot of videos and like a couple of They said I couldn't make ads without the dev team. They said I wouldn't understand the tech. Guess what? I just made a fully working, gorgeous tap-to-play while eating noodles and watching trash TV and taking care of my daughter. All thanks to Playable Maker. No code, no stress, no cheap Sherlock. Playables, which is good. I see.
This is like string.
There's no problem. So you can put all the buckets on the conveyor belt, I guess. So I mean, this is just. It's kind of a lot of concepts, which is nice, but 109 creators and this is new only. All of them are 113, so it's not that.
Can I ask here? Are we putting too much weight on creative velocity? Because PixelFlow had 400 creatives, and it's one of the biggest game launches of the year, right?
5,000 or 4,000. No, it's not. It wasn't really 400.
Was it? Oh, okay.
Let's see. PixelFlow was actually pretty good. Let's see. I will tell. Thank you very much. Last 3,000.
3,000.
So,
okay.
It wasn't. Okay. Yeah. They know what they're doing, which is good. It's just like the images could be better because you can't really scale to that level with 300 creators. That's impossible.
But it's the first month, right?
This is first month, but anyway, we talked about this, which was basically what the Carnival Tycoon and Top Tycoon. If you want to just scale rapidly to different levels of spend and revenues, you do 3,000 creatives or 2,000. But here, I think it kind of says the kind of everything is just mainly upleveling, right? So I don't think that you need for upleveling that many creatives. And there is YouTube, and I'm kind of wondering why there's no Facebook, because I was getting a lot of Facebook ads on my phone. So let's just go here and do Sandloop. Because there's absolutely Sandloop and Sandloop US. Yeah, of course.
Sandloop Inc.
Yeah. No, so there's Facebook part of this, because I was getting shit ton of this on my phone, especially on Instagram. So this is good. So they're spending upleveling Google and Facebook. So I guess in the 100 creatives on Sensor Tower, there is not these 100. Okay, so it's 250 creatives, let's say. Yeah, still not enough.
Cool.
If you want to just improve and scale even more, you should definitely increase this. But this is nice different perspective. How should I call it? So early, but still you can do better if you want to scale this properly. But again, I think this comes, as we were talking about, this is lightweight. So I don't think even if you do 5,000 creators, this can't really scale to the levels of Pixel. I don't see that happen.
Because of the core or the concept?
Yeah, because of the core. Because it's lightweight. We are seeing 100K. You said ads plus IPs. Maybe it's going to be 200, and that's it.
So if my estimates are correct with the downloads, which I don't think they are, the total daily with IAP and ad revenue is 121K a day right now.
Okay.
But I could be very wrong.
I'm thinking that definitely past 300, and we'll see how they get from there.
Okay. Because
question, Maciej.
Yes.
Since we got a comment, how much do you think they're spending per day?
Nice. Very good. I think if there is a growth and it's first month, and we were discussing 120K, let's say
120K is for argument's sake. Yeah.
For argument's sake, 120K. And I think this is 3 months payback. I think. So this could be 200 per day spent. Because there is the upleveling, which is quite big here. It's 70%. So this could be easily 30-40K per day, if not more, on upleveling only.
And just explain for our listeners here. So if you earn 120K a day and you spend 200K a day, how do you work? Does it work with profit margins? What kind of profit margins do you expect on this?
Well, you will see the 200K payback in 3 months. That's what I see, because that's what I think. So that's what you're working with. Also, in this early growth state after global launch, as the profit margin kind of goes away, the calculation a little bit. And then after 2 or 3 months, when the thing stabilized, that's what I was kind of trying to get with Pixel Flow. That's where everything is kind of changing in terms of the level of spend and how much money you can spend on a daily basis, because you want to get that money back, right? Because here you also can count with a little bit of extra organics because the game is new, blah blah blah. So you can spend more than you can earn. So I think this is gonna go down and stabilize by April, May. When we do the next game review radar, then this is going to be lower than what we're seeing at the moment. That's my assumption.
Okay, cool.
Nice. Good.
Perfect.
Yep.
Interesting enough to discuss. Not
Sort.
Big enough yet, but yeah. So
category for the win.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, we need to print your T-shirt. Sort category for the win. Get Jakub there. Thank you very much, guys, for listening. Again, please comment, share, tell us what you think, and see you next time. Join the Slack channel.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.